Okay, so on this one, they'll probably give you a table that looks like this. Okay, something that looks like that, and then it'll have like 10k, 11k, 12, 13, 14, so on and that. Does that make sense? So it'll have the amount that you borrow and the term that you borrow it over, the length of time. Okay? And it'll go down, and it might go down to 18,000 or something similar to that number. Okay? And now what it'll say is this table shows it based on 12% per annum variable. So you know that every value in here is based on 12% per annum. Okay? You don't have to worry about the interest rate. They've already told you what the interest rate is. All it's got is the amount of time that you borrowed it for and the amount of money you borrowed. So if it says something about borrowing money to buy a car that costs 18 grand, and this is the important part, this is where your highlighter will come in. So if you wanted to borrow money to buy a car that is 18,000, but you have $2,000 deposit, okay? The question is, the first part of the question you should be answering yourself is, how much is he going to borrow? The car is 18,000. He has a $2,000 deposit. How much is he going to borrow? Bingo. Okay, that is the most important part. Okay? Because that now tells you where you're going to look on this table. Does that make sense? Because you're not going to look at 18,000 because he's not borrowing 18,000. He's borrowing 16,000, which is there. Does that make sense? Okay? So if he's borrowed 16 grand and the question asks how much he's going to pay for it altogether if he borrows the additional money and repays it over, let's say, 4 years. Okay? So this will tell you how much per month he will pay. Okay, so this is payments per month, based on 12% per annum. Okay, so the next thing you've got to ask yourself, if he's borrowing it over 4 years, how many months? 48 months. Cool? And this is how much he pays per month. So the thing you've got to look at is go, okay, we know it's 16 grand, so we know we're on that row. Which column will we be looking at? Excellent, we're going to be looking in the 4-year column. So this is the cell that we'll be looking at, and we'll be looking for the number in that cell, and that will tell us how much per month he pays. Make sense? Okay, so if that number was something along the lines of, that says $421.34. Okay? That's how much he pays per month. Okay? So you now know. Bingo. So you got 421.34 times 48. And that will tell you how much he pays on the loan in total. Someone with a calculator? Except the people doing the exam? No, because that table already has done all the interest for you. Yeah. There's one more set, but let's get this answer first. 20,224 and 32 cents. Now that's how much he paid back on the loan. Cool? Everyone happy with that? Is that the amount he paid altogether? Why? What are we missing? Bingo, plus the 2,000. So the amount he paid altogether is $22,224 and 32 cents. Does that make sense? Okay, you didn't use the deposit when you worked out how much he borrowed, but you do have to add it back because he did actually pay it. Cool? So yeah, you don't have to do anything with the interest rate in this particular case. You're using a table to find how much, like it's giving you a table. If you go to buy a car or if you go to a bank, they will supply you a table like this so you can work out what your monthly repayments will be to work out whether you can afford it. So it's important that you're able to read this. And all you're looking for is how much did he borrow? That's the row. and how long is he borrowing it over? That's the column. Find that
So
cell.
you don't have to worry about like the percentage.
No, because this tells you that it is a table based on 12% per annum. So they've already done all the calculations for the percentages for you. Right? You could do it, but you don't need to. It's already done. Cool? You all right with that? Yeah.
What does K mean 1,000?
Kilo. It's Latin, Greek. It means 1,000. Like kilometre is 1,000 metres. Kilolitre is 1,000 litres. Kilogram is 1,000 grams.
Because it just annoys me. Because I just don't understand. You know,
I'm sorry it annoys you.
no, but like.
I'm not sure where else to go with that.
No,
But,
because she didn't know what it meant, so it was
okay.
annoying her.
But yeah, the K is, it's Greek.
It's just
Same as, yeah, Greek or Roman? Latin.
Probably
It might be
Latin.
Latin actually. I think it's Latin. Because centi,
Because Latin's a
as in how many
stupid
years in a
universal
century?
Is that what they call? Is that 100?
Yes.
Is that why they call it centigrade?
Because they've theoretically got 100 weeks. They don't actually, but that was the theory. But a century is 100 years. There are 100 cents in a dollar. There's 100 centimetres. So cent, the prefix cent means 100. The prefix kilo means 1,000. The prefix actually cent means 100th. The prefix milli means 1,000th. So you need 1,000 millimetres to make 1 metre.
Why do they use it with money?
Because we use the decimal system. We actually don't refer to kilo dollars.
Yeah.
We don't refer to it, but we do refer to K. 100K is 100,000.
If I
Where was
had
Monopoly
something
made?
else-
Monopoly was made in England.
What do they use? Oh, these pounds.
Yeah, they don't have dollar signs on the money in Monopoly, it's just got the number.
I know, but it says K.
Yeah, because K is 1,000.
You didn't press that.
No, I haven't pressed done yet because that was an interesting conversation that I added to the end of it.